Hi guys, welcome to the Gunshot with me, John, and today we'll be reviewing this, the Ruger American Centerfire rifle. First things first, as the name would kind of dictate or recommend, it is 100% American made, or at least it's advertised as such. I can't dispute that, it sounds very reasonable to me. Obviously that holds a lot of sway in America. Over here, however, you know, it's not our country, so we shouldn't be so patriotic about it, which means we don't have quite the sway towards this as opposed to others. So we're going to have a look at it and how it maybe measures up next to some other entry-level rifles. First, the price. In England it is £485. I think it's equivalent in dollars. I think it's for sale, recommended in America for $490. So we're paying a little bit over the odds for it here, but that's nothing new there. Price is very acceptable at £500, obviously. The stock. The stock is lightweight polymer. Now you have a nice kind of grippy bit around the front here. I'm not sure whether that's great or not, but it's fine. The length of pull is a little bit short, I must admit, perhaps. As rifles go, it's a little bit short, but it is fitted with a nice squidgy pad, so it's not too bad at all. It has a built-in polymer trigger guard as part of the stock, and the fore end has got this kind of fairly nice ergonomic feel. It's very pleasant. However, I find the fore end is a little bit small, and as a consequence, perhaps not as a consequence, but a consequence of the material and the size, it is very flexible. But then I challenge you to find a cheap rifle that doesn't have a very flexible stock, and some rather more expensive rifles that also have that feature. Stock's a little low as well, but you know, that's something that nobody seems to ever get right, is the fact that they build these rifles without open sights and then put a fairly low stock on. So when you put a scope on there of reasonable sizes, you're resting it on your cheek, so your chin, so you can't get a good cheek weld. Again, it's a £500 stock. I'm sure in time and in no time at all they will produce a aftermarket set of stocks for these, but as at the moment there isn't a huge offering. The rail system comes with 2 Picatinny bases, however you'll be able to fit all sorts of rails to it. I know it's very unexciting, but Picatinny or Weaver bases are fairly standard, they work, they're great. What more could you possibly want? The bolt is amazingly smooth. Little release catch on the side there, we'll have the bolt out. It's a 3-lug bolt, which is very good. You know, the engineering on the surfaces isn't perhaps the best in the world, but it's okay, it's accurate. Accuracy is guaranteed sub-minute of angle. I must admit I have not shot one of these new Ruger Americans. I've shot a lot of M77s, they were quite nice, so I can't imagine accuracy-wise this will let you down in any departments. The matte black finish on the action is fantastic. It's quite hard wearing from what I understand, and as I say, as it looks, it's not too bad. Comes screw cut in half UNF in this country, although I'm sure you could ask them to have it done in any thread. Quite a long thread on there actually, which isn't bad, but it might restrict what mods you can use. This one's in 243 by the way. So, the bolt is, like I said, very smooth and rides over this. A dropout magazine, which for a £500 rifle as standard is very good. A full polymer magazine, a little rotary sort of affair, and it works well from what I understand. Again, I've only loaded one of these and unloaded it, never in a gun. but it's hard to beat 500 quid with a dropout magazine. You know, the fit of the magazine isn't utterly positive, and that's part of the cheapness, and there is a cheap feel about this rifle, but again, you must admit that it is quite reasonably priced. So, dropout mag, nothing too special, just a little lever release there. Comes out very, very easily, and I'm sure with time there'll be a few of these lost in woods somewhere. But £500 for a Centerfire rifle guaranteed some minute of accuracy that comes with bases, it's just unreal sort of money. Trigger. You have the two-stage, sort of two-stage trigger, a little bit like the Savage Accu trigger really, this two-stage trigger here. Let me go and get my trigger gauge and we'll do a test on it quickly. Alright, so we are. Do need to get batteries. So this is the Ruger Marksman Trigger. Two-stage, adjustable, from £3 to £5. The standard, at the box we have £4.5. However, it's not horrific, there's a bit of creep there, and with any cheap rifle, you know, it's always worth investing in a trigger job. Haven't worked on any of these Ruger Marksman triggers yet though, so we're yet to find out how easy that is. However, it is adjustable, so it'd be interesting to take it off, adjust it. And although a lot of these people say it's £5 to £3 adjustable, you can usually adjust it below just on the factory settings. Whether you could eliminate that creep would be my fear. But again, it's a £500 rifle, you buy it and you can invest in it later on. One of my favourite features on this rifle is this here, the tang safety. I love tang safeties in the right place. As much as side safety works, there is something quite nice about the ability to just push off, bang, without having to change your grip or change your arm or anything. It's just a little bit sleeker perhaps than a side safety. What would have been nice, again, if they'd invested more money in the rifle and it was a £1,000 rifle, in the upgrade edition, it would be nice to see a 3-position safety. But you can still open the bolt on safe. It would just be nice to have the bolt lock and all that sort of thing. An upgrade mag would be wonderful as well, but you know, we'll get into that. Alright, overall, how does it weigh up against other cheap rifles? You know, its nearest competitor will probably be something like the Savage Axis, and maybe just above it would be something like a Hauer 1500. The Hauer 1500 will always win for me, but I'm biased. I believe very biased, I suppose, towards them. I think they're a very good rifle, and again, the customization you offer later down the line is what does it for me. A cheap rifle shouldn't be just cheap, it should be cheap in the right places and have the money invested in the right places, and I think the Hauer hit that on the head. I think these guys have done a very good job of offering you a rifle that you do not need to modify. And if you just want a rifle to go and work, this will be the rifle for you. However, if you'd like a rifle that will be something special down the line once you've invested some cash, I'd probably be on the side of the Hauer. I think it runs circles around stuff like the Savage Axis, but that's not particularly hard. Generally wonderful, £500 rifle that is accurate. What more could you possibly want? So there you have it, the Ruger American Centerfire in 243. Maybe not perfect, but amazing value for money. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.